This morning on the job, 'tis the season for holiday office parties. According to a recent study, 41% of managers plan to spend more on this year's festive fun this year, and many of them agree there is an unwritten rule that their employees should attend. Here to discuss all the fun, Rebecca Risk, Metro Market Manager for Office Team, and Robert Half in Providence. Good morning.
Morning.
This is the time of year a lot of folks are out and they're going to be going to their office parties. So some companies will do big stuff. Other companies do kind of small things. What is the benefit to these companies for even having something like this?
I think most companies do them to say thank you. You know, the benefit is a simple morale booster, and it shows people that they care about the work that they've done throughout the course of the year, so it's just a nice gesture.
Now, we were saying in even just the lead up to this, it's an unwritten rule people should attend their Christmas party. Should you be there?
I think you should be there. I don't think it should be mandatory. I think it's a party. It should be fun, so having it be mandatory takes away from that. But if given the opportunity, yes, I think you should go.
Right. Do you think it's one of those things like if people don't show up, they think, well, they don't care about the company and you get, frowned upon? Is that how it works?
I don't think so, but maybe.
It could happen. Could happen. Are there any alternatives to holiday parties, too?
Yeah, a lot of companies are doing, instead of like a big holiday celebration, they'll do smaller celebrations throughout the course of the year to say thank you. If budget's an issue, maybe somebody brings in treats or does like a smaller catered lunch.
Right.
And other employers I've heard have done things like offering more flexibility around schedule or time off around the holidays, which is a really nice thank you to employees that are crazy busy.
Right. I know a lot of companies too are also very aware. Look, you go to one of these holiday parties and people like to have something to drink, and they may have too much to drink. It also becomes a little bit of a risk, not even just a little bit, sometimes a big risk to that company as well.
Sure, yeah, it's definitely a consideration. So, one of my top pieces of advice for people attending is be smart.
Right.
It's a corporate event, be polite, professional, and respectful throughout the course of the evening.
Yeah, and really be on your best behavior. So what are some of the other tips, that people should take into consideration if they are going to their office party? Because I went to one year, and the person who was in charge years ago was the biggest offender of it all.
That can happen.
Yeah.
I think outside of those things, I think that not talking shop is really important. You're at a party, you're with people you spend a lot of time with, get to know them on a personal level. And also, mix and mingle with people you don't spend all your time with. Talk to people you know, but don't get to spend a ton of your time with.
Because that happens a lot of times. You go to a holiday party and you usually kind of sit with the folks who you see all the time, and you feel so much more comfortable. The other thing with the holidays here, you're buying gifts for a lot of folks. Do you get one for your boss? Do you get one for the folks that you're working with?
So I think a lot of people do. A lot of people also don't, and that's okay. I think if you're going to give gifts, it's a nice gesture, but it shouldn't be obligatory. That takes away from the whole fun of it. If you're going to give gifts to certain people and not others, be very conscious of that and do so in private.
Right.
And if you don't have the time, because as you said, it's super busy, something as simple as, hey, I'd like to take you to lunch in January, that's a nice gesture too.
That always works.
Yeah,
it always works. All great advice. Thanks so much for being here. All great info to keep in mind this time of year. And if you would like to review these tips, head to Roadshow.com.